What is the latest when it comes to Logan, Rebecca?
Well, I think Logan at this point is really just one small part of the broader crisis that we've seen. I mean, yesterday we saw one of the most dramatic sell-offs yet during the property crisis, and a line has really been drawn in the sand here. We've seen firms, investment-grade firms like Gemdale, Longfor, Vanke, firms that have remained immune throughout this crisis, all of their dollar bonds coming down, and that does shift the sort of fundamentals of what we're looking for. With Logan specifically, we're still seeing this sort of tussle, the company insisting that it doesn't have these opaque debt obligations, these guarantees on 2 loans and 2 credit hard products, but DebtWire, of course, reporting that it does.
And Rebecca, we're hearing here on China Pudong Bank, and when it comes to their plans to use part of their bond proceeds to deal with these kind of property acquisition loans. It seems like there is now more of this story going on where you're having this matchmaking between the troubled developers as well as the SOEs. Is that the next chapter in this whole saga now?
Absolutely, I think so. I think increasingly we're going to see the state intervening in these sort of very localized ways to try and support the property industry. But of course, it is going to be limited to higher quality developers and higher quality banks who can actually take on that risk. There is still concerns, for example, about local banks, LGFEs from weaker provinces, and whether they'll really be able to take on this responsibility. And the other question here is to look at the kind of broader implications for the financial sector. When we look at, for example, the AMCs, the asset managers, we see that some of their dollar bonds have also been declining gradually over the last couple of weeks, and that's because of concerns about their property exposure. So we really are seeing this quite broad sort of repricing of just how far the risks of this property crisis are going to spread.